Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
In motion left goes a tight end. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devontae Adams. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 60 yards after the big play. A chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One more time with Jacobs. And he is out of bounds here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They go with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 162, tying him with LaDainian Tomlinson for 3rd place all time. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Wise. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wise. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Here's Tommy Townsend on the punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And Burrow going to throw again. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He finds his man complete. It's Wise. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Bust through the tackle. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Wise, and not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Burrow. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. That one taken in by Adams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 3rd and 7. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now Goff. From 19 yards away. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind.
Touchdown, Bengals! Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down now, it's Wise. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Burrow on first down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Up the middle they go. Wise. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wise, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Burrow. A short throw caught by Andrews. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Run play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown Raiders. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On third down, Wise. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bengals first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Now Burrow changing the look.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
There he goes again.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
64 yards.
And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. McPherson on for the point after.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Goff now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Wise.
80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wise. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, it's Wise. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And quickly they get to the line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so